Woo.
Oh.
Hey, this works with the drum. I found out I have a drum.
As you do.
As I do.
As you do. Right, so we've got a new battle map. This was a digital one. It may or may not freeze, but hopefully we won't need it too much in this session. Your tokens, I have picked these randomly online. You can feel free to find your own if you don't like them or if you want something else. The only one that actually I think matches is Spikes, which is basically the dude from Bloodborne. So,
sure, that'll work.
Yep. So there's that. Cloak, this is you. Closest thing I could find to a hooded druid. I have no idea what that creature is, but it looks really cool. Ian, basically Prince Charming is what this dude is. I mean, that is a face that you just would not get tired of slapping. So I immediately thought of you. So that one is you, and Strix, I'm afraid to say yours is the worst out of all of them because it is generic female character 43, and I'm actually 90% sure that's a halfling. So
yeah, that appears to be a halfling.
Yeah.
At least she got the red scarf, and her hair is red, so it's close enough, right?
Yeah. So I mean, again, feel free if you have a token, if you're good at drawing, want to make a token for them, it's fine.
Well,
Go for it and let me know.
Plus, you got the gender right.
Yes.
I mean, I have people that draw for me. So,
yeah. I mean, really, with this digital battle map, what we really need is a group artist whose job is just to draw things. So I was thinking, what's Jonas up to on Wednesday nights?
I shared a new token for Cloak.
Oh, did you? It will not get put in this session because, my God. It's mainly because I can't open Discord properly. Discord is full screen, so if I open Discord, all the screen's going to go all over the place.
Don't. Just
I wasn't going to, don't you worry. The thought did not even cross my mind. So, last time we left off, you had a fight with a ton of needle blights, so these sort of like bramble bushes brought to life. On the first few waves, they attacked in groups. In the whole fight they attacked in groups, but in the first sort of wave they attacked Spike to great success, hit him quite hard and injured him. He spent the rest of the session basically ducking, shooting, hiding, and repeating that. It was quite effective. He got quite a few kills. Strix, she hung towards the back and fired spells at everything and basically hit everything that Kane missed.
Yeah, I totally spell sniped all his
Yeah, you just stole all his kills. Kane, on the other... Joe, we'll get the Cloak first. Cloak summoned some direwolves and put them to great use. She herself hung back, fired bees and other druidic spells. I believe there was another one. The bee is the main one I remember you firing off. Yeah. So fired them off, had quite a few kills, but your direwolves were the real hero of the battle. They just ran around and played with the sticks. They chased the sticks, they threw the sticks themselves and ripped them to shreds. They were very effective. Actually, I think they were still up. How long did they last for whenever they're out?
I believe an hour.
An hour.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't have the tokens here because I forgot about them, but your direwolves are still up. They're still about. So yes, your direwolves are still there. I just didn't have a token for them. Apologies. Kane, he came tentatively into the battle, but went in, started swinging around. Took him a while to get into the swing of things before he started hitting anything, and then he got ganked effectively by a group of them. They all hit him with their needles and hit him for a significant amount of damage, killing him instantly. Whenever he died, he appeared in the church that he had the dream about before, and the same creature was there, the same angelic creature with the sort of golden face was there, and basically told him to stop being a wimp, and sort of shoved him back to reality. Keen came back in, very broken, battered, bruised, but Cloak managed to mop up the rest of them, rest of the blights, and they all and then rushed to his aid and started healing him. The rest of you then followed suit. The one thing that he's noticed about Kane in particular was that once he started coming back around and most of the damage was starting to repair, his eyes were pure white. And I believe, Spike, you checked to see whether there was anything undead about him, if I remember right. And the answer was, apart from the eyes and the fact that he was, riddled with holes, nothing apart from that flagged as undead to you at that point. After you were healing for a bit, Strix joined in, gave abuse to Kane for dying, effectively. And at that point, the door to the winery opened and a druid stepped out, followed closely behind by several more of these blights, these creatures. These ones looked a bit different. They're not as... the ones that you fought before were very thorny and like bramble bushes and covered in thorns. These ones don't. These ones look a lot more just like sticks. A series of sticks brought to life in an anthropomorphic form. So they don't seem quite as prickly. And go.
Nope. Don't make sounds. He's making sounds.
What makes sense?
No, I'm telling him not to make sounds.
Oh.
By the way, do you also look? You look quite hurt, right, Spike?
Yeah, Spike got hit pretty hard. He doesn't have too much left, am I right?
No, yeah, I'm fucked.
Yeah. Yeah. Spike's holding in his guts.
Yeah. All right, then I'll give him some healing too. What's to eat? I mean, I can give you a healing boost with like cure wounds, which does 1d8 plus 4 healing. So there's a chance you get 5, and there's a chance you get 12. I could also give you good berries, which guarantees how many berries? It was like 10. So 10 berries. So it guarantees you 10 healing, but it takes you 1 action to eat each berry.
I'll take whatever you got.
I'll first give you like a normal healing. So I'll do like that. There we go. That's 11 points of healing.
Nice. Thank you.
And I'll give you also a good berry twig, so you can like kind of chew on it as you see fit.
Yeah, I'll immediately eat one of those. And
how many? The druid. How far is he? Can he see us? What's going on?
So at the minute, it looks like he hasn't seen you. Sorry, I was checking the audio levels on the actual stream, so I was hearing everything twice there. So it doesn't look like he's seen you yet. He's came out of the house, and the needle or the blights, the creatures have came out behind him, and he's leaning on a staff, and he's sort of looking around him. As far as distance, he is that many. How many? About 60, 70 feet.
All right.
Okay, so Strix is gonna crouch, so she isn't like a standing target in all the bushes.
Yeah. So there's also those red things that's me redrawn the vines, the rows of vines. So crouched yous aren't obvious, and
I'll have the wolves kind of charge towards this druid.
No, god damn, we're gonna die.
Wait, what?
Kane stands up and yells, "Fuck you!"
Yeah, give me a roll for standing. Sure, he's sending the wolves in.
Yeah, they were already not close to us, so they're just kind of standing there, and they'll not just charge at this druid.
Cloak, what you doing?
I'm going to eat another good berry and bonus action hide.
Yeah. Okay. So you're making me get a bloody token for these.
24.
24. Yeah, you can hide. All right. What is it you're planning to do here? I'm just wondering, do we go into initiative here? What is it you're
Oh
planning
yeah,
to do
yeah.
with
Well,
these?
I mean, the wolves will just attack the druid.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, roll initiative.
Fuck's sake.
10 plus 17.
That is +3, so that's 15.
22. I don't want to be first. Someone else go.
You can hold your action.
Does Kane actually do anything, or can he do anything?
Well, you've been healed up, so you can roll initiative. Words and stuff. Is initiative an ability check?
No.
No, then just
Yes.
a straight roll, then yeah.
Okay. Oh wait, it's +1, so 12.
Sure. Right, there's a big ass
Okay.
wolf for you.
Oh, I should be able to take everything.
Yeah. Well,
By the way,
actually,
they're large, so just so you know.
yeah. Actually, they are large, so they would take up a bit more. Well, for now, that's fine. For visual purposes, that's all right. Okay. Sorry, need my notebook again. So, go ahead, sir. Give me who was 20. Or who's in the 20s. Strix, you were
I am
21?
22.
22. Anyone higher than 22?
24.
Jesus.
Wait,
No,
how
it's 12. It's 12.
Good God. I was going to say. I was like,
Oh
he's
my
the
God.
dead guy's way ahead of you. It's like, they're over there.
I didn't remember you having that much dex anyway.
Yeah. So, 22. Was there a 20? 21 or something? No. I'm hearing things.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What's yours? Spike?
I'm 17.
Really? Because you
I'm
look
15.
45.
Thank you.
And Kian, what was yours? 12?
Cloak was 15. I think.
Yeah. Okay, so Strix, you were 22. Cloak, 15. Spike, 17. Dead guy, 12. Sorry, I mean Kian.
Yeah, but just double checking here, right? Because cloak attacking with the wolves counts as a surprise attack, right? Because I'm totally taken by surprise that we're attacking the druid.
Yes, yeah. We're out of initiative, so this is a surprise round.
Okay, good. Because I'm like,
Cloak, what's your dex?
My dexterity is 16.
So +2, +3, +3.
+3.
Okay. So yeah, you run towards them. What's their movement speed?
Oh, it's massive. It's
6th, right?
movement 50 feet.
Oh, 50, yeah, from... yeah, I'll just say that's where they were. You can get right up to him.
Excellent. They'll both like immediately like start to tear him apart.
Sure.
Because he's fucking like an evil druid. He's what nature should not be. Should I roll for an attack or should I?
Yeah, please do. Sorry, I'm getting up his character sheet. I honestly did not expect you to just go, yep, let's kill him.
Well, I mean, they're still active and they still got plenty of hit points. So Cloak's thinking like, well, might as well have them draw the attention. Okay, I'm rolling with initiative because of pack tactics.
Yeah.
With the
Wait,
advantage.
yeah.
There we go. The first
Advantage,
one.
you
Huh?
Advantage, you mean, right?
You said initiative. I'm rolling with initiative.
Oh, sorry. I think there's like a YouTube channel that's roll with initiative or something.
Yeah, something like that.
That's us.
I rolled a natural 20 on the first attack.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So that's 2d6 plus 3 damage. So that is 11. So that's 22 plus 3 is 25 points of damage.
25. Okay. Yeah. And bite in, rip him, you've torn him to little itty bitty bits, but he's still up. Just.
Oh, okay. The second one attacks.
Yep.
It's natural 20.
And that is what is it? Is plus 5, so that's 18.
18. 18 hits.
That is 5 plus 2 is 7 plus 3 is 10.
10. Okay. How does your wolf kill him?
They both kind of immediately jump towards him and both rip off an arm and just
Beat him to death with the soggy end.
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, cool. So you
That's a surprise round.
yeah. Yep.
Surprise shit out of me.
Yep.
Yep.
So you nom the shit out of him. Strix. Oh well, actually, Cloak. Still your surprise round. You do anything else? You yourself, not just the wolves.
I'll probably look at the rest of the party and say, "Get King to safety. I got this."
All right,
You sure?
Strix.
And
You
I kind of move behind the bushes.
sure. Just the one that's closest to you.
Yeah, probably. Well, probably the one probably the one above Strix.
Kane? Oh, yeah.
There we go. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll kind of hide or at least take cover.
You sure about this?
Yeah, I got this. Go.
No, gotta tell me twice.
Okay, guys, come on, let's go. I'm gonna move back 30 feet then, and like make sure they follow. But I'm gonna prepare an attack in case things are rushing forth towards Cloak.
Okay.
So not the wolf, but Cloak.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was. So we move right the way, just straight back. Yeah. Did you say so? Yeah.
Towards wherever we were coming from hiding earlier.
Sure. So you came from up. Can you see my mouse? Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. So
I
you
can
you came up from that direction, sort of towards the north. So, do you want to head straight back, or do you want to head like a diagonal back that way?
Back. Oh, straight back probably, because there's like a path you're gonna have to cross, and I don't know how much they can see.
Sure.
So yeah. Oh yeah, and I'm gonna say one last thing to Cloak while I move away. Oh, if you can't, get me a sample. Yeah, that's my turn. And I prepared in case you want to know what spell I actually prepared.
Yeah, that's fine. Spot on. And it was if they start advancing on Cloak.
Yeah.
Okay.
So not on the wolves, but on Cloak.
Okay. What's your range? 120.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Okie doke. Spike.
Does Kane look like he can move of his own accord?
Slowly, but yeah.
I'm gonna grit my teeth and be like, God damn it. I'm gonna shove a good berry down his throat, and I'm gonna use my movement speed and my bonus action to drag his ass 30 feet back.
Sure.
Thanks.
Better fucking survive.
Oh, do you know what? I should have got a. Oh wait, hold on. Oh.
Really? Are you gonna make King red or something?
Yes.
Oh, you also heal for 1 because of the good berry.
A heal for 1?
Yep.
There you go.
Oh, there's a
Blood
trail
trail.
of blood.
Trail of blood.
There it is.
All right. That you, yeah.
Mhm.
Cool. Cloak.
Oh yeah. I'm just gonna have the wolves kind of tear into these buggers.
Sure. Give me some rules.
That is. I keep forgetting what they had. +5. So that is 13.
Yep, that's it.
All right.
These things have super low hit points. What's your minimum damage you could do? Is it 4 or 5?
It's 5.
5, you'll kill them, regardless of what you roll.
Okay, here we go.
So, yeah,
Cool.
first one's deed. I'm just going to target the ones closest, yeah?
The second one also hits. It's 18 +5, so that's 23.
Sure. Just get rid of that one. Okay, cool. And you?
I just pretty much kind of stay low, maybe even take the hide, start to try to hide, and just have the wolves kind of do their thing. Should I roll for stealth?
If you're actively trying to hide, sure, but well,
Yeah,
actually,
I mean, I got cover, so I might as well try to kind of like hide a bit, even more effective than
let me see.
I did now.
Do you know what
I
I'm
mean, my
going to
stealth
say?
isn't
I'm going to
great,
say
but-
you can go ahead and hide without a roll.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. They're blind sight. They're not looking for you. So
Oh, there you go. Okay. So yeah, I'll just keep on, and I kind of keep my senses open, how the wolves are doing, and you know.
it would be then the druid's turn. Not anymore.
He's gone.
He is blown to itty bitty bits. Okay. 21. I want to avoid rolling in batches. Does anyone know of a bulk roller that will roll 24 times?
Dice Maiden.
Ice
Well,
Maiden.
can't you
not-
use D&D Beyond?
Google.
Yeah, it might just be Google.
Here, you can click like how many times you want to roll it
Where's that?
in D&D Beyond.
Yeah, we're in D&D Beyond.
If you
Little
go to
dice
the
button.
left, it has the dice. Boom, 30.
Yeah, is that not totaling them though?
Yeah, it is.
but damn it. Oh yeah. Okay, that's not great. It does show them for a moment separately, but
So what happens if the wolf if a wolf dies? You can just summon them later on, right?
Yeah,
yeah,
they're just summons.
they're just,
All right.
things that go like, whoop.
All right, for the sake of this one, I'm just going to bundle them up again. Apologies. Just to keep things moving. 3. Okay, so all of them basically swarm your wolves. So I will move them in a bit. Totally, but all of them, they just, whenever the wolves kill the druid, they all just descend on them, surrounding them. And
Excellent.
yeah, it's like Scottish, yeah. Like being surrounded, because no matter which way you swing, you're going to hit an enemy.
No, it's great because if they're all gathered together, I can like kind of, if the wolves die, I can just use another spell to kind of like do like an explosion.
Holy shit. Right, so they're in 4 batches here. The first 3 was a 1, a 2, a 4. The last one was a 20.
There you go.
So,
Oh my god.
to be fair, at least one of the wolves is alright. So I'm going to say that it's this one here. So that's 5. It's only 1d4. So
Not too bad.
yeah. So that's 4, 5. 5.
So it's 40
5
damage?
4s is 40. Yeah.
40 damage, then 1
5
dice.
more is 20, but doubled because of the crit, right?
Yeah. Yeah. 40.
So 1 dice.
Just that. Okay. So just sets that one, and yeah, you just see them descending on them. One of the wolves manages to just sort of duck and weave and move around them easily enough, almost like it's chasing its tail. The other one is not so lucky, gets caught in the flank and stumbles, and as soon as it stumbles, they surround it.
Deja vu.
Yeah, Strix.
Yeah. I'll move towards the road.
Yep.
Uh,
If you're just using your movement, you could get onto the road, or do you want to stay just short, or do you want to use your action to keep going?
no, I'm gonna stay just short,
Sure.
and I'm gonna tell the boys to just move as far as you can. I'll catch up. I'll keep an eye on cloak, and I'll prepare an action to cast a firebolt in case he starts swarming cloak. And that's my turn.
Doke. Spike.
Yes, I am. Wait, has King gone?
What?
Kane hasn't he got? Doesn't he get a turn or?
I've been hit like twice already. But I assume it's because I'm wounded, so.
Actually, thinking of that.
Oh, sorry. I apologize.
I have a question.
Sorry, Kian. Actually, you should have went just before the blights went.
Worst
I
DM
have an
I know.
important question though.
Yep.
What would the effects be if I casted haste on Kane?
You would have more.
Bleed out quicker.
Yeah.
Tarantino.
I'm just curious.
Well, haste speeds you up, right? Doesn't it? Is it double your
Yeah,
movement speed?
Yeah.
So you could cast haste on him, and it would get him back to his normal movement speed, because at the minute he's halved.
Would the party think that was a good idea? Or do we feel safe crawling back slowly?
Spike don't have a horse in that race.
But, our dead horse just walked away.
Hi. Bye. Oh. Felt like he
Wait,
was with us for
how rude.
only a very short amount of time.
We miss him.
I miss him already.
So long.
Hello.
Goodbye, person who looks
Goodbye,
suspiciously like a
friend.
dad.
Oh my god.
Oh, uncle.
But it is a dad.
Oh, is it a dad? Ah, see, yeah. See,
Yeah.
now that I'm a dad, I can spot other dads. You see, that's
Ooh.
it's a gift we have. Sorry. So actually, Strix, before you go, or before your turn, Kian, yes, you do in fact have a turn. Apologies. You were meant to go there.
Okay, thanks.
So you are battered, bruised, currently prone, but you can get up, move. You can take a turn as normal. But your movement speed is half, so you can only go 15 feet at the minute with just movement. If you use your action, you can then get 30 again, as well if you're just running.
Okay, well, I roll out my bedroll.
Good night.
It's Kian go night night. Kian tai tai.
Yeah, what can I do? I can heal myself a little bit for like 5 with my lay on hands full.
It's stupid. Does anyone watch any Friday the 13th films?
Not
I've
anymore.
seen them.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
haven't watched.
Yeah. Do you ever remember the scene where Jason beats some slutty camper to death while she's in her sleeping bag? He like grabs the sleeping bag and uses it as a bat against a tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just got that image of Kane like getting into his sleeping bag and Spike being like, "Oh, for fuck's!" just swinging it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, given he's still in full plate armor, it'd be quite a feat of strength.
That would be amazing. Yeah.
It's okay. Strix will boost Spike with some haste, so he actually has like actions to do it.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess that's 2 bonus AC for that. What's AC?
Armor
Oh,
class.
armor
What you want
class.
to hit.
Okay. Duration.
The name of our show.
Yeah.
True.
Hope
That's
you
true,
enjoyed
that's
that
true.
joke, fan. I like that side because it's funny because it's true.
He's been a dad for a few months, and already the dad jokes are coming in.
Oh yeah. You should have seen the one that I sent our dear Cloak, Ruch here.
Great,
I don't think he believed me that we actually had a leak in the bathroom because I sent him a picture saying I found a leak in the shower and it was a picture of the vegetable a leak, and then I had to expand and say actually no, we did genuinely have a leak, and he didn't believe me. He was like, nope, that was purely for comedy effect. You have broken my trust one too many
Come on.
times.
If you have seen It's Raining Meatballs, you know that if you say there's a leak, you have to add the leak to the leak, because otherwise it's not a leak inception.
Yeah.
Leakception. And you
There's a
need
leak in the boat.
Car.
Okay.
So yes, back to the game. What are you doing?
Yeah. So it does lay on hands.
You can use that on yourself, I believe.
Yeah, right?
Take connection.
Yeah, you just
It doesn't take an action?
yeah.
Does take connection.
It's either an action or a bonus action. I'm not sure.
Oh, as an action. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, action. Trust the former paladin.
Or, okay. Okay,
I thought you were
so I
going to
heal
say or
myself.
not. Like trust a former paladin or
So, okay, I heal myself
sure, many
with
points.
for 5.
Cool.
Yeah. Give me
So
seconds.
whenever you use lay on hands and give yourself 5 points, you actually have to give yourself 5. So while you're lying there, you have to go healed.
Okay,
Oh,
so I cast that, and as my bonus action, I will cast Shield of Faith on Cloak. It's 60 feet range. That should be in range, right?
Yeah. It's
Okay, so a shimmering field appears and surrounds Cloak, granting him 2 bonus for his armor class for about 10 minutes.
Nice. Thanks.
Yeah. And I how do you say this? Like,
Marine crawl.
yeah, marine crawl
sure.
10 feet back to the end of the map.
Sure. Are you are you going off the map or are you following Strix? Back the way he's game.
Going off the map. No, yeah, off the map.
No, okay, sure. So you go off. We'll just put you there. But yeah, you're.
I'm sorry, guys. That's all I can do. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, I also need to put in your little blood trail.
It's actually a blood trail.
There we go. There you go. Resist the urge to draw a penis on the map.
Yeah.
At a 15 movement speed, it will take years, but it'll be worth it. Okay, so Cian, that was you. Blights have already been. So Strix, you had yours. And you readied an action, is that right?
Yeah, I'll ready in action. I'm not actually gonna cast take us.
Okay.
I kind of think it's a waste, but
Sure.
yeah.
Sure. So Spike, the corpse that you were dragging just crawled away from you.
Cool. Hey, get back here.
Drag him back.
Let me save you.
Yeah, just go. I got this. I got cloak.
Yeah. Spike will not question that. Do we land on how many times I can whip out the D?
Oh yeah, you can go for it.
Oh, okay. All right. Cool.
Sorry, I do have it written down. I forgot to send it to you.
Cool. That's not a problem. I think would a perception check be an action or a bonus action?
Perception check probably free.
Free? Okay.
I don't. Well, hold on. Let's check with the DM, the consortium of DMs here. Would that be a free action or bonus?
I normally make it bonus.
I usually let it kind of depends on the situation. If it's just something that you can quickly spot, then I give it as a free action. But if you're really going like I'm looking for something, or if I can pick something up, then it might take an action or a bonus action. It kind of depends on how you're feeling it. So I usually have them describe what they want to do.
Sure, I'll go for that. What is it you're actually looking for? Like, how is it here? Is it just a quick glance, or?
I'm looking to move ahead. He's 5 feet from me, so I'm going to move 15 feet, so half my movement speed, and look around and make sure there's nothing coming up on us. We have basically a clear shot to safety.
Yeah, sure.
And just keep my eyes open.
To look in any depth, I'll say it's a bonus action if you're properly scouring the horizon.
Yeah, so I'll do that as a bonus action then.
Yeah, sure, go for it. Guys, roll.
All right. We are not in the forest, correct?
Once you actually get off the map, you're starting to get into wooded areas. So yes, you can take your advantage.
Okay. Sweet.
Nice.
Well, thank God, because that was a natural 1, and the other one, however, brings me up to a 14.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you look around. You don't see. Well, I was going to say you don't see any enemies. You look around. The only thing that you can see of note is that the man that you were speaking to beforehand, the one who met you in the forest, in the trees, and told you, about the winery, the owner of the winery, effectively. You can actually see him more or less where you left him, a bit further away, but he's sort of watching you, and he's he has some, not kids, but like teenagers with him, and they sort of seem to be almost like itchy feet, sort of starting to move backwards and forward, and he's sort of like keeping them back.
Okay. He's the only thing I see, correct?
Yeah. Everything else looks fairly clear.
Okay. Then I will... I'm going to eat a good berry for my action, and that'll be it.
Sure.
Yep.
So, both you and Kane are effectively off the map at this point, but you are just a bit farther back.
Cool.
So that is fine. Cloak.
Yeah, I'm gonna have the wolf again, kind of rip into one of them to really make like there's still plenty of fight in him, so that there's gonna be swarming him.
Sure. Yeah.
What +5 to hit, right? Yeah. So that's 17.
Yeah, that's it.
And then he destroys it, of course.
Yeah. So, which one do you not like the look of?
I don't know. Just
I'll get rid of that one. I don't like him. Wink.
And Cloak will ready her action to cast a spell.
Sure. What is your trigger?
If the wolf dies.
Okay. You want to tell me what the spell is?
You
want to tell me what the spell is?
Oh, if you want to know, of course, it is going to be Moonbeam.
Oh, Moonbeam. You're going for Ice Knife.
Yeah.
I want to know what it does. I'm curious now.
I think the technical term is fuck shit up.
Okay, I want to know. Let's see what it does.
It's the fireball for druids, I think.
Yeah, I was suspecting it.
Yeah.
Although arguably,
Better?
I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, the cool thing is it lasts for a while. You can move it around.
Yeah, that's I think it's got some decent utility to it. Whereas fireball, yeah, it does a lot of damage, but it's a one and done.
True.
Unless you want to set shit on fire, because then firebolt is really good.
Well, this is
Fireball.
true. This is true. Okay, so that's you, Kane.
I cast fire. What does Kane do? That's
Is he gonna get up yet?
I mean,
Yeah, you can
Did-
stand, by the way. You can get yourself up.
I know.
Or are you just like, no, the ground is safe. It is armor.
Takes half of me.
Hold me, Earth.
I need a hug.
Okay, let's see what. I mean, we're pretty much already in the forest, right? We're already pretty much safe, right?
Yous are starting to get into the forest. It's still, the trees are still patchy at this point. It doesn't get properly foresty until the point where that guy is standing on the northern edge. On the southern edge, it's probably about the same distance into the woods. But obviously it doesn't have a dude standing there. But it doesn't get properly wooded until there.
So how far is how far away is like a big tree?
I mean, there's a big tree not too far away, maybe 10, 15 feet, but it's just a big tree, and there's a bit of space, and then another big tree. It doesn't quite get dense, as I said, until you get a bit farther in.
Okay, well, in that case, Kane will just like push himself up, like, and start walking like slowly towards the tree. And then when he gets to the tree, we'll just sit against the tree, like. I will just probably Kane will stay there.
Sure. The tree attacks you. No, I'm not doing.
He grabs you at the neck and starts choking you.
It finishes. Yeah. You ever seen Lord of the Rings? It just sucks you into its roots.
Are we gonna get rescued by Tom Bombadil as well?
No Tom Bombadil to save you now.
Oh, God damn it! I'm just looking forward towards the singing.
Yeah. Yeah. Over the winds you hear, oh, Tom Bombadil, Tom Bombadillo. What is it? Bright blue his jacket is and his boots are yellow? Is that the...
Something I can't remember.
Something like that. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
So that's you. The blights then still swarm around the wolf and attack the other one. What's its AC?
Its AC is 14.
Okay. And again, one group hits. That's 1 and 1 is 2. 2, 4, 8 points of damage.
Seriously? Okay, it stays up, so. Aw, dang it.
Yeah, I was like, I wanted it to die. It's alright. Oh, I mean, it was a natural 20. It gets ripped to bits. So
I mean, if you like that.
Yeah. Strix.
I will hold my position because
Sure.
I'm waiting for cloak.
Okay. Anything else?
I'll prepare another firebolt in case it's needed to like blast something that's trying to get too close.
Sure.
Because I don't really want to reveal my position, but you know, if needed be.
Sure. No, actually, it's before cloak. The let me see who will see this. Spike probably be the main one who will see it. Given he was looking around him, the two kids or the two teenagers that were sort of like being kept at bay by the man after the latest onslaught on Cloak's wolves, he sort of waves them, and they start running towards Kane. They start heading towards the tree that he's propped himself up against.
Just imagine one of them carrying a dagger running towards me.
Yeah, just come up and shank you.
Kill him.
Does it look like they're coming to attack, or does it look like...
Give me... yeah, I'll let you do that check on your turn. Cloak, your turn.
Okay.
Well, the wolf again attacks, and Yeah, and I prepare a spell.
Sure, gives a roll.
Or ooh, that is not great.
Need a 13 or
That
higher.
is 9.
9?
9.
9? Nah, well, that does not hit. 9. It only hits one. Sorry. Alright, no, it does not hit. Okay, and you read your spell, same trigger as last time?
Yep.
Cool. Kian.
Yeah.
You're propped up against the tree. Do you do anything, or are you good?
Well, the kids are running towards me. I kind of look at them. I'll cast perception. How about that, huh?
You cast perception? Oh.
No. Okay,
What does that do? Read me the spell sheet.
Tells me everything.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see perception. Okay,
Give me a roll.
it's 18.
18. They don't look like they're coming to attack, and moreover, they don't look like they're built for attack. You know, they're wearing like basic farming clothes. Even in your state that you're in, they would be hard pressed to try and punch through your armor. You know.
Well, I was already kind of assuming they were just worried, but might as well just double check.
You never know, man.
Yeah.
Just imagine what's one, and Kane thinks they're aggressive, like.
Yeah. Just. You know what? They're what? Let me see. They're probably about 60 feet away from you now, so he could probably shoot them and kill them both by the time they get there. Just with the crossbow. It's like they were my only sons.
They look dangerous.
They're coming right for us.
Okay, well then Kane just looks at them and then kind of doesn't do anything. He just looks at them and then
Bleeds.
He's bleeding, but he what do you know? Okay,
What?
awesome. No, my girlfriend just took a shower. So.
Were you concerned that there was going to be a?
Yeah, Twitch ban.
Yeah.
No. Kane just looks kind of appreciates that they're coming towards him. Like it's like cool. He's cool with it. But I'm also keeping an eye on the battlefield, how everything is going, obviously. And
Sure. And this shows my amazing initiative order. Spike, go. Sorry, you should have been.
what's that do?
All right. How far are the kids?
I was either about 60 feet
I'm gonna grab Kane and drag his ass 45 feet.
towards them.
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
That's it.
Sure. And then it's these blighty boys again.
Blighty boys.
Blighty boys. You said your
When
AC
you
was 13.
Sorry?
You say the wolves' AC was 13?
No, 14.
Oh, 14. That's right. Jeez, didn't even roll over a 10 on any of them. Yep, so it's successfully dodging and weaving all of them as they claw in at it, but don't get it.
That must be
Hit him already!
Oh, you're right enough. You're actually wanting this thing. See, this is the problem. It's because you want it to die. The dice
Yeah,
are like,
that's
nah, not happening. If I remember right, whenever you ready a spell and you don't use it, you still lose the spell slot.
Yeah, use the spell slot.
So that's 2 spell slots gone. Yeah.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
Really?
Sucks.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks.
well,
Done.
then I wouldn't have prepared it, to be honest. I wasn't aware of that.
Right. Okay. I'll give you 1 back, but not the other one.
Okay. Fair enough.
That's fair.
All right, Strix.
Uh,
I'm going to say you probably will have noticed the children, or the sorry, I keep saying that, the teenagers, the boys, running towards, and Kane getting his ass dragged by Spike towards them.
Kane just wants to rest against a tree, man.
I just got this.
That's
I just got the image
fine.
of him being pulled towards it, and Kane just like, no, just leave me there.
No, that's fine. Strix knows that Spike has some fight in him, and he's not useless, so it's cool.
Yes, and as Spike's pulling him away, you hear Spike shouting, "I got the sacrifice!" Yeah.
Big
Yeah.
body.
I brought jokes on them. I do eat babies.
I'll do the same as before. I'm essentially just waiting for Cloak to make her move and for her to actually start moving back as well
Sure.
before I start running because I know I can get away pretty quickly.
Yeah, sure. Let me see. It's been 1, 2, 3 rounds. Yep. So at this point, the door to the winery opens up again, and now excuse the token, but a female druid comes out, and she is followed by 4 more of these creatures. And I'm just
How many of them are there?
I know, right? Jeez.
Yeah.
I'm
jeez.
in, and I've only got 3 tokens. Excellent. We'll just she comes out, sees the she doesn't even really see the wolf because it looks like I don't know, imagine like a hedge that's sort of grown around something is what this looks like, and it's just sort of moving and undulating under these things trying to kill this bloody wolf. And
Like
she
bonfire, not yet on fire.
yeah, exactly. And she yeah, if only someone knew fireball.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she comes out and she sort of looks at it for a second and just chills. She the blights that come out with her sort of start towards it, and she waves them back, and she just sits there and watches them trying to attack this wolf. Spike, shoot.
That's me?
Sorry, you were out of order last time. That's why you went so late down. You're actually after Strix.
Gotcha.
I just
Okay.
missed you because I'm big dumb brain.
The kids are still 15 feet away?
They're 15 feet away now. Yes. They will.
Oh,
Well, sorry. Actually, they moved. They moved when you were meant to move. So actually, they'll have caught up with you at this point.
okay. On their turn, did they say or do anything?
I will play it out that it's both the same.
Okay.
So they've just arrived.
All right. Fucking. I don't know how to talk to children. Where
Yeah.
sit there.
I keep saying children. Apologies, because I keep pitching them, but they're teenagers. Probably in this world and time, they're probably considered men. They're just young, or younger looking than most other people you've seen. They haven't been crushed by life yet. Sorry, I flecked back into the real world there for a second. But yeah, they
until you felt pain.
yeah. So whenever they catch up with you, and whenever they come towards you, they sort of look over Kane and they look at you and they sort of go to like help lift him and then sort of look at you again and sort of step back a bit because I mean you are in the hat and the dry face. You're not exactly a non-intimidating sight. So they sort of start towards him like, this is what we're here to do, but then like, they're like,
I'm gonna look at them and be like, "You make sure to take care of him." I'm gonna take off my glove and show them my hand and say, "Or else."
are you showing them?
And
Are you showing them the
No.
oh fuck! Oh dear! How the fuck would someone react to that? Jesus. Let's do
Are
it.
you trying to intimidate him into helping?
Yeah.
It's
Make sure
it's not intimidation. It's freaking sheer terror. If you've seen what's going on with his hand.
No, I haven't. I wanna see.
So yeah, you do that. Both of them sort of take a step back, and their faces just go white, and they're like, "Yeah, we'll take him back to the campsite." Yeah,
Don't even finish listening to them. Turn back and head back towards the fight.
and they're just like, and they grab him and start trailing him back a bit.
Cool. Yeah, I'll use my movement to run all the way back. I'm assuming that conversation was either an action or a bonus action.
Yeah, we'll say bonus action. It was relatively more the bonus action to take off your glove and show them the terrors that lie below.
Yeah, then I'll use let's see here.
Does Kane see it though?
Huh?
Do I see it though?
Give me a roll to see if you see it. Go perception.
Are you conscious enough to register what you're seeing?
He's
I was sitting there.
He's conscious enough to look around. Whether he could chalk it up to, well, I was dead and delirious. There's no way that guy could have a beep in his hand.
Okay, what do I need to throw? Perception?
Go perception, yeah. I mean, we keep referring to it as the D. I mean, surely you work out he's got a penis in his hand.
3. He rolled 3.
So, 3. You
I threw 3.
you see little cartoon birds swinging around your head and stars. Yeah, you see nothing.
Amazing.
So-
God damn it.
So the question is, does he think the kids are terrified of him or of Spike?
Or of the birds, obviously.
I don't even think he'll acknowledge that they're terrified. I don't even think he's seen, and he just thinks that, oh, I've died again. This is death. I'm just being carried away to death now. What is life?
So I'm 55 feet off the map, if my math is correct.
Yes.
Okay, I'll use my movement speed and my action to get back onto the map.
Okay, cool. So because you were meeting the kids halfway, you're actually on the other side of the road just slightly, so you'll be about there.
Sure.
Say.
Works for me.
Cannot create this
Yep.
move because move command scratch discs are full. I'm running out of RAM. I will
My
move you.
God.
I will move you when it lets me. I need to give it a minute, let it settle.
Holy shit,
I've got 8 gig of RAM and I'm streaming, running Discord and Photoshop.
bro. Get more.
I know. I do have a stick of RAM on the way. It's just waiting on it getting there.
Alright.
Get them 16 gigs, bruh.
Yeah, that's right.
For a start, really, I'd prefer 32.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I'm
anyway,
at 32 right now.
yeah.
I'm trying to get up to 64.
Cloak, back to you.
I'm getting
Is it my
skipped
turn?
again. I'm getting skipped again.
No, you.
Your perception?
Yeah, Kane's after the blights. I
No,
believe.
Kane, you're after Cloak. You're just before the blights. Yeah,
Huh?
doubting me.
Oh, yeah, right.
How
No
dare
one
we
knows
help
what
you?
you're-
Yeah, when my oh god damn it. When my
You've been so
yeah, I've been so consistent with my initiative. Yeah. Sorry, Cloak, it's all you.
All right. The wolf will try to charge the druid.
Okay. So distances are a bit skewed here. You will have to disengage from that hive to get there.
It doesn't disengage. It just charges for it.
So it's going to take opportunity attacks from all of them.
Well, I mean, if all of them can attack it at once, yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, sorry, it's a bit of a cluster, but effectively they have all pile dived on him.
Can the wolf actually move at that point?
Well, if you want to really try and break through, you can give me a strength check. See if he can break through.
The wolf is pretty strong and has a strength 17, so it'll try.
Strong wolf.
Stonk.
So 14.
14. Yeah, you can break out.
All right,
Because you break out,
so-
you will not take. You won't take opportunity attacks from the ones in front. So I'm going to say that's 2 groups. So it'll only be 2 groups that you actually get opportunity attacks from.
There you go.
That's a natural one. My God, 2 natural ones. Never mind.
There you go.
Yep, they collapse in on themselves whenever you leave out without the structural integrity of their brothers. They just go into a pile of twigs. So you rush the druid, yeah?
Yeah. And
Okay.
I'll
Okay, I
attack the druid,
Can't move him, but it's fine.
which is 18.
18 hits.
Well,
Nice.
that is 7 plus 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage, cool.
All right. And then the wolf disappears, and I release as cloak the spell Moonbeam on this druid.
Does it have the range for that? Was
Yeah,
it
it
like
has a range of 120 feet.
hell yeah.
Well, yeah.
All right, go ahead. Give me them rules.
Well, actually, everybody
sorry, it's
that
a
is in a
dex.
5-foot radius
Yeah.
has to. So I'll try to place it as most efficiently as possible.
Okay. So probably just between the druid and the clusterfuck of twig blights would probably be the best bet.
They're going to have to roll a Constitution saving throw of 15.
Or con save, good God, that's just fail, I think.
Twig plates, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, actually they've got a plus.
Oh, really?
A plus. Just one. Only one. I suppose there would. Of, what was it, 15?
15, yeah.
So we'll say you've got two groups in that. Both of them take. Both of them lose. So, much damage?
He's rolling the dice.
There we go. That is a 24 points of damage.
Um,
No.
And I didn't. Well, did the druid make the save?
the druid did not.
Okay.
Nice.
The druid went into dust.
Wow.
Yoink. Alright, bear with me. Yoink. Talk amongst yourselves.
So,
is
how's
that,
life going?
Is
Not so good.
yeah. So is that your turn?
Cloak.
Cloak, is that your turn?
Yeah. That is my turn.
To Kane, I believe.
It is to Kane. So Kane, you're being sort of, you're not actually being carried as such. The sort of one of them has went underneath each of your arms, sort of steadying you on each side, and they are trying to carry you back towards the tree line where you met the other guy. Do you let them help? Do you talk to them? Do you die?
Well, they were going to say something to Spike. What were they about to say? Something about a campsite?
Yeah. So as Spike walked away, they'd said that they'll take you back to the campsite, and they just sort of gestured back to the direction that you had came from, more or less.
Okay, I'll just say thanks, and I'll follow them, or I'll be carried by them, and help them out a little bit by walking.
I was going to say, you're going to help her. You just be like, no, carry me with full plate mail on.
Carry me, bruh.
Yeah, full plate mail. These poor kids are like shaking, slowly sinking into the dirt.
Oh, please, if the farmer boy is this strong,
Yeah,
True.
he's
yeah, true.
carrying all the stuff on the farm.
Yeah, all the shit.
Wow,
Not wrong.
all the trash.
Yeah.
Gotta fertilize those vines, right?
Yeah.
And fuck, is your big beam of death still up?
Oh, hell yeah. It
And
stays up
it's-
for 10 minutes. Oh, no, sorry, a minute, I think.
Is it-
No, 10 minutes now.
Yeah,
10 minutes?
10 minutes.
No. I just wish.
Yeah. Oh my god.
No, it stays up for a minute.
Minute. Okay, cool. Because it's basically blocking the entranceway, and
Sweet.
what the blights do is they try to head
they
back
run
inside. So is it when they enter or start their turn in it? How does it actually, like, is it?
Both.
Okay, cool. So they all waddle their asses in.
Dude, they make their saves.
13.
I said the question is, if they make their save, what happens then? Do they take no damage or half
No,
damage?
they take half damage.
Half damage, yeah.
So
Which
they're
in
dead
which in
recover.
this case, actually, there was no point in rolling because either way, they have 5 hit points. It's
That was my point.
yeah. No, they walk into it and they just turn to dust. It's like an iron beam from Command and Conquer. It's just
I gotta learn that.
Okay.
History's comment on the whole thing.
all right. User out of initiative. for now.
I stand up. I kind of like,
Ain't no thing.
yeah, I got
Right.
this.
Spike's gonna
Alright.
pop a good berry, give a nod to Cloak, and start heading towards the house,
All right.
the barn, or whatever this is.
All right, I kind of look at Spike and say, "You gonna scope it out? I don't want to lose the beam unless somebody else comes out to want to fight."
Yeah, and go give it a look.
No, don't.
Spike's
Bird.
gone. Oh, well. I guess if Spike sees the bird, he'll
Yeah.
still keep going.
Strix will go like bird.
Mhm.
Bird Scout. She's gonna send her all.
Okay. Where are you sending the owl?
Towards the house, past the windows,
Sure.
not through the beam.
Not through the beam. Okay, cool. So the house itself is it's a couple of stories and it's quite elongated. Off one side is like a I think I'd mentioned before, it's like a barn type thing attached for carts to go in and out of, and they've got a loading mechanism and things like that. So as you go past in the barn area, it's easy enough to see. Yeah, I won't make you do a perception check. It's easy enough. In one of the carts, there is another druid, and he looks to be a lot older than the others. If you want any more information on him, you can give me a perception check, and also give me a perception check for checking the windows.
While this is happening, Spike's going to move up to the closest bush, like behind the closest bush to the house,
Sure.
and he's going to hide back there.
Let's see if I can move you. Yay!
Yeah.
Okay, so
Wanted to go to the north one if possible.
Say again, sorry?
Wanted to go to the upper one if possible, just so we're on different planes, essentially.
Sure. So you move through a rift in the fabric of time, and you end up in the plane of gods.
Sweet.
So the first
But
check for
how-
the man is
how does it go?
25.
Say again?
The first check for the man is 25,
Sure.
and the second check through the windows is 22.
22. Okay, we're going to need you to
Yeah.
roll on camera from now on. No, we're just... I'm only joking. I'm only
I
joking.
have advantage though, because it's the bird. Bird all has advantage
Yeah.
on perception checks. That's why. Otherwise, it would have been a lot lower, I think. But
Okay. Preemptively give me an Arcana check, because I know you're going to ask for one.
haha.
I know it's coming.
20, 30, 20.
30-20. Okay, so the man itself, he's standing sort of on the wagon, and he seems to be sort of semi-interested in what's going on outside, like you know, imagine kids playing with like water balloons outside, sort of thing. You'd look out and go, oh, huh. That sort of, he's just sort of tilting, looking out. But the staff that he's holding is black, and it's almost made out of like a weird wood. It's sort of like twisted and gnarled, and it's got like it's like bushes coming off it at the top, but it's all black and like oozing this weird sticky sap.
Does it look kind of spongy?
A little bit spongy. Your Arcana was a dirty 20, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, all kinds of magic coming from this staff.
I want it.
It's just booming magic. You can just clearly tell that this is imbued in some way, shape, or form.
I want it.
As far as the windows, hard to see doing fleeting flybys on some of them, but you can get a glimpse of clearly there are more people moving inside.
Do they look like they're just moving or moving towards the door? Like, is it hurried movement or like casual movement? Well, let's leave it at that. Casual movement or hurried movement? I think I can't really tell much.
It seems to be quite casual.
Okay. So,
In fact, tell at one of the windows though, you do see another druid. You can clearly tell that it's druid because they're looking out the window, looking at the big ass beam of light, sort of like,
what is that beam?
yeah, sort of like, that's new. So they don't look overly concerned, just confused.
Does Spike see that person looking out the window?
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay, we're not forced. 16.
16? Yeah, you spot them. Cloak, what are you up to?
I'm pretty much kind of waiting. I don't want to. If something still comes out to see, hey, what the heck's going on here? I'm gonna sunbeam them or moonbeam them. But so I kind of moved the beam away from the door. They're like, come on, come out, come out and play. Yeah,
That's a good boy. Do you want a nice blight? Come on,
so
get
I
the
probably
kid
move
blight.
it 55 feet away from the door.
55.
Yeah, it can move 60 feet. So I felt like.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you bring it way back. Okay, sure.
Yeah, so I think like I'll bring it away back, and then if somebody thinks like, oh, it can't get to me that fast,
Yeah.
think again.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Surprise, bitches.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can pull that back, not a problem. Kian,
Yeah.
your ass is dragged into the trees. You can see the man that you spoke to earlier, the guy sort of dressed a bit like Spike in that sort of leather coat and the hat. And as the guys get back, he sort of leads the way in front of them. You just don't walk too far, but it seems almost a bit like even though it's an open wood, it almost seems like he takes a very deliberate path through it, like you're winding through a maze. And it's one of those things where you sort of, it's nothing, there's nothing there, it's just trees, and then all of a sudden there's a campsite with people. It seems like it's sort of sitting in a wee, like a divot almost, that it's really hard to see until you're like right on top of it. So like I say, it's not far in from where you were originally talking to them, but just that wee bit of a divot and strategically placed trees. It's hard to see until you're dragged in. You're dragged in, and immediately you're surrounded by a couple of or a few other people from the campsite. There seems to be 3 or 4 of them, and they help get you across and sit you down on a log. And a couple of them start quickly like looking at your wounds and stuff, and checking you over.
Okay, I'll let them.
Yeah.
I mean, not a luck choice.
I cast Thunder Smite. The big guy who followed you in, the one who looked like a sort of like an older version of Erwin, the bartender from the Blue Water Inn that he's just came from. Whenever he comes over, he sits down near the fire, so he sits down opposite you. And give me a quick perception check.
Yes, okay. Oh, here it comes. Oh, God. 5.
5.
Yeah.
Yep. He looks exactly the same.
Okay, I gotta ask.
Yeah.
Is it just the eyes that turned white, or did he actually lose them?
Yeah, he can still see. Yeah, he does not have disadvantage on any rolls, contrary to what you may think.
It's so weird though. Like every time Kane rolls, it's always like perception rolls. It's always so
Actually-
bad.
Actually, it should have been with disadvantage as well.
He should have, because he has exhaustion.
Yeah, it's fine. He didn't make the check anyway, so it's fine. All right, cool. And we'll go back to the owl. Strix's owl.
Oh, yep. Okay, so I've seen some stuff. I learned some stuff. And the owl vision. Owl will just fly a circle back slowly, not directly to me, but wide sweeps to not give away my location, because that would be stupid.
Yep.
But message towards Spike, because Spike is furthest away.
Oh, actually,
to
sorry.
reach
I
inside.
can remove yous now. Now that my
Woohoo!
thing has forgiven me. I believe he's all moved up, didn't you? Spike as well, so he's a bit closer.
I don't think I have.
Oh, did you not? Oh, sorry.
I have no reason to move up.
Okay, sorry. I'll put you back. No, no, I can't move you back. God damn it! Yay, technology. Okay. Cloak, did you move up or did you stay where you were?
I could have moved up a bit. I don't necessarily need to move up.
Okay, sure. Well, we'll keep you there for the meantime. I will move you back, Strix, in a second.
Message towards Spike.
Sure.
And I will probably speak semi-loud, so Cloak might be able to hear me.
Sure.
Because I don't think there's any enemies right around us that can hear me if I.
No, you're a
don't-
decent bit back, and
Yeah.
as I said, everything's inside the house.
Exactly. So she's not exactly screaming, but Cloak can probably pick it up, but Spike wouldn't be able to. So message to her Spike.
Sure.
Drew is inside, not alarmed but curious.
Uh, I can respond to a message, right?
Yeah.
I believe so. Yeah.
No. Yes. Yes. I think so. I will double read. But
I think we talked about that before. As a thing.
Yes. Reply.
Okay.
I see one. Are we doing this?
I was gonna say you get Kane. It's like, no, sorry, new body. Who did?
We're down one. Should we? We should probably move back. Go again later. They're not surprised anymore.
Yep. Spike will be disappointed, but he'll move back to join the group.
Oh no killing today. All right, sure. Cloak. So you would have heard. Well, you would have heard Strix's half of that conversation.
I can nod and start pulling back, seeing as I'm pretty tapped out of any powerful spells at this point. So I'll join them.
Sure. So do you all fall back towards the direction that Kane was pulled, or do you just huddle up in the field? And
I would think that we would head towards Kane.
Yeah. And are we staying in initiative or are we out of initiative?
Oh no, you're out of initiative. Yeah. As soon as the blights died, you're right.
I'm gonna grab some sticks that looks like they came from like the tree thingy. So like if I can find like a stick body, I will like.
It's actually kind of hard to find them. Only reason being, the majority of them died on the road, and with Cloak pulling back her beam of death, it's came back towards the along the road, and it's disintegrated them as it came. So it's sort of there's like a a scorched earth thing from the door back to the ground.
Trixie's gonna lag behind until she finds some.
You can find some. It's just not that easy. They're not overflowing as they would have been, as a lot of them died on the road. But off to the sides, you can find some easily enough.
Alright, so both Cloak and Spike will probably see her, like start heading back, look down, like she steps on the twig or something, realize that, oh yeah, right, and then she starts just like stops and starts looking for twigs on the ground before continuing to move.
Cool.
That's what will they see. Yeah.
Spike will just look over at Cloak like, what the fuck? Yep.
Spike's like,
all right,
humans.
How hurt does Spike still look?
About half hurt.
About half hurt. Okay. I'll touch you and I'll give you some more more healing.
It's a family-friendly show. Just saying. Don't touch anyone.
And I'll eat a good berry and thank you with a nod.
You get
purely technical otherwise, so in case it's a spell slot spell, you might be able to take a short rest soon.
Oh yeah, well I heal you for what is it, plus how many do I get on it? 11 again.
Oh wow, sweet.
Nice.
That's pretty good. Pretty good.
All right, cool. So either heading back towards the woods, or the wooded area where Kane was dragged off to. There is another teenager, another boy standing there. Seems like he's hovering, waiting for you to come back. While you're heading towards there, Kane, do you do anything while you're being patched up?
No, I just try to get some rest.
Sure. Yeah. The man that you met earlier, he's just sort of sitting across watching them pick the thorns out that may have been missed by Cloak's magic, but otherwise stays silent. The rest of you then catch up to the kid, the teenager at the entrance of the woods, and he's like, come on, they took him this way.
As we're traveling, I'm downing the rest of the good berries I have.
Sure.
All right, lead
Eat
away.
them, you berry-eating fiend. That's a very old internet reference.
Mhm.
So yeah, the kid leads you through. Same again. It's sort of, it doesn't take you far into the woods. It doesn't get like really thick or anything, but he just seems to take you on a very deliberate path. And you come around sort of like a wee cluster of trees, and just poof, there's a campsite there.
What's
Sort of.
up with the path?
Do you say that to him?
What's up with the path? Yeah, what's up the path? That's not the direct route.
He's like, there's rabbit holes and ditches either side. You don't go the right way, you'll end up breaking an ankle.
Does that apply for a lot of the forest or just here?
Oh, here we made this. He sort of points to the campsite where it's, again, sort of like in that divot where it's a bit hard to see.
Good location.
So, thanks. We thought so. And as he comes in, you can see Kane sitting on a log by the fire. There's like, I know them as bashes. I don't know what else you'd call them, like a lean-to, sort of like a canvas and then two bits of wood, sort of strewn up that you'd sleep underneath. That those sort of shelters, there's several of them dotted about, that are obviously for sleeping in, and a couple of campfires, quite small, but a couple of them dotted about with pots over them, and plenty of fallen logs that people are using for seats. Kane and the man that you met earlier is sitting on one. Kane's being tended to by a few people.
I go in, I walk into the camp, and I kind of nod to everybody. Well, that was exciting. I kind of sit down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Kane, what happened?
Kane ignores it.
Fair.
Kane?
Cloak, you'll notice this because of your insane passive. The man that you had met before, whereas whenever you met him at the edge of the thing, edge of the woods, whenever you first met him, he seemed like almost like a carbon copy of Irwin's, big, strong, wearing those same sort of hunter garments as Spike. But now that you see him beside the fire, he's taken his hat off and his cloak, and this guy is old. He is quite old. He's sort of hunched over. There's a stick sitting beside him that whenever he's well, Kane will have noticed that whenever he sat down, he sort of picked it up and started leaning on it. But he no longer has that bearing of someone really powerful or strong. He just looks very old.
Kind of tired. I get up, and I walk towards him, and I'll kind of nod to him and say, "Thank you for allowing us refugee in your camp."
That's all right. You took out more of them than I would have bet.
Kind of look, and I kind of pluck another good berry, 10 good berries out of the air. Said, please take this as a token of our gratitude.
He takes it. Looks like so. Thank you very much. He also gets a sudden sort of like look, and he sort of nods behind you. He's like, "Mists have been weird today."
The mists? In what way?
Well, like that, and he sort of points with his walking stick.
She will look.
Yeah.
Same.
Yep. Whenever you look, you'll see. It doesn't look quite like the fog that, or the mists that you see in Brovia. That's almost like strangling. It almost looks alive and tendril-like. This seems like just normal mist, but it's swirling in a weird way. Strix and Spike, that's what you see. Same as Kane. Cloak, however, you'll see the silhouette of the creature that you met in your dream. The weird sort of stag-like creature, the one that introduced itself as Faker. The one that looks like a stag, but with like, it's sort of almost like a torso on the top of it, but like a bastardized version of a centaur, with its huge antler-like things, and you can see its silhouette in the fog, and one of its upper arms sort of points off through a clearing in the trees. And
just a quick reminder: what was the vibe I was getting off this creature? Was it like a benevolent creature, or was it like? Okay, yeah.
Yeah. The vibe you got from it, 'cause it was almost like you'd been dropped. Whenever you met it, it was almost like you'd been dropped into your forest of old, nice and lush, and this creature seemed very strange looking. But you as a druid don't judge a nature's thing by its
I'm
appearance.
strange looking too, so it's fine.
So it did look very, very strange, but it was quite large in size, and seemed to be quite kind and forthcoming. And if I remember correctly, it asked you. I can't remember the full conversation. It's in my notes. It asked for your help and told you that there were good druids and bad druids in Barovia.
Right. Okay. And it points somewhere?
Yeah, so it's on the edge of the campsite. Oh, actually. Haha. Here's one I made earlier.
Abby!
So this is the campfire. Hang on, let me move this guy. Sorry, I actually forgot I had... Oh, I can't move this guy. Okay. Well, user huddled around the fire.
Yeah.
I am getting more RAM soon, I promise. So user huddled around the fire, and the creature appears sort of up this way. So this is the direction that user came from the roundabout way of coming in. Up this way is back towards the winery. So the sort of northwestern corner of this map is back towards the winery. The creature appears sort of off this direction, and it points back towards the winery.
Looking at the mist, I know I don't see that, but do I get any sense of it coming from like anything undead, either being in the mist or it emanating from something undead? Just any undead?
Sure. Give me a perception check, and I think advantage because undead's your specialized. Yeah.
Yep. Well, that's not the best. 14.
14. You don't get anything undeady about it. It's weird, but
Can I join in on the thing?
Sure.
Ask if I get anything magical from it?
Sure. Excuse me.
Oh well, I also got a roll bad 12.
12.
Or
You're not sure. You're looking at it thinking, "Oh, that's weird mist," and you think you maybe get a magic vibe from it, but then you're also carrying a handful of dead, previously animated things. So you're like, "Is it coming from this? Is it that?" I'm shaking the stick and looking at it. So
okay, so I essentially got too many things on mind to actually
Yeah,
really like.
exactly. Yeah.
I'm also like, what happened to Kane? What's up with his eyes? What are the sticks? I want the stuff.
Yeah.
Oh look, new people.
Do I see the kids that I saw earlier, the ones I spoke to?
Yeah, they're huddled around the fire as well. Whenever they dropped the cloak off or Kane off, they just sort of sat near him. They didn't go too far.
I'm gonna look at them and give them like a tip of the hat, like a yep.
They back away from you. They sort of like get on the other side of the log and sort of nod shakily and like, we got him here.
Yep.
Just
lean back and put my hat down.
Strix is gonna look at Spike or like.
Cloak.
I kind of move towards this creature in the mist.
Sure.
And
As you get to about maybe 30 feet of it, so sort of just in between these trees here, more or less, the mist and the thing vanish. It's sort of like almost blown away by a wind. It's sort of
Would it be like a 10 mile an hour wind, or
yeah, about that 10, 11 maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. Fuck me. The direction that it was pointing, or the direction to your left, you can actually see that there's almost like a channel through the trees, and you can see the house quite clearly from this spot. You can see the winery, and give me a perception check.
Perception's my thing, man.
All about that perception. I see everything.
23.
23. 23. You see everything. You see in front of the house the druid with the black staff, the one that Strix had seen. I don't know whether she relayed that to you, that she's seen that.
She said magic stuff. Want it?
Okay, so that's what you know about that.
She might have given them more information as they walked back. She probably
Okay.
would have, because she
sure.
liked to.
So Strix may have filled you in that there was a druid there with a staff, a very magical looking staff, made out of this black wood, and it's standing in front of the front door. And 22, 23, 23, yeah, you can see who it is. There's someone else standing with it, and it is Ludmilla, one of the brides, is standing near, or well, presumably in conversation. You can't really tell this distance, you can just see them quite clearly. The only difference with Ludmilla that you can see at the moment is that she is not in a dress. Anytime you've seen the brides, they've always been dressed in a dress. This time she's more in travelling clothes, and she has a sword and shield on her.
Oh wait, Ludmilla, which one was that?
So Anastasia is the magic one, and Volenta is the pain in the ass one.
Okay, so this is a third, more sensible one that we haven't really gotten rid of yet.
Yes, this is the third one. I don't think he's had too many interactions with her.
No, we
my
haven't.
Notes, yeah.
I kind of gesture towards Kane. Oh, sorry, Kane. Spike.
I can do this. Give
me
my
Ins and out calls.
yeah. Leroy.
We've had enough of that.
Yeah. Did someone say smite?
Who'd you actually gesture towards? I didn't
Spike.
hear. Okay. Yeah, Spike will nod, get up, go see if he can see whatever Cloak is seeing, and walk up to Cloak.
Yeah, once he points it out, you can see it quite clearly.
And do I get an undead vibe?
Oh, actually, that's a point. You have not met Ludmilla. You haven't met any of the brides.
Nope.
Yeah, that's true.
So you see the druid and a woman. Yous are a brave distance away. Give me a roll. Give me a straight roll.
Straight roll?
Yeah, would have been disadvantaged, but because undead and stuff.
Right. Natural 19, so 23.
23.
Nice.
That be an undead. Something that will stand out to you, in fact. So 20, given your history of vampires, I'm going to say you know that it's a vampire of some shape or form. The thing that stands out to you is that it's daytime. In fact, it's about lunchtime. It's midday.
He'll kind of clench his left hand and just have a 1,000-yard stare in that direction.
She's not quite 1,000 yards away. I don't know what that is in mile per hour wind, but it's
16 kilometers.
yeah, by 16. Sorry,
But how many knots is that?
I can't not.
I can't not.
I can't not. You cannot. No, I cannot not. Not. Who's there? Sorry. Right. I'm done.
All right.
Sure. While you are standing there, Kane, do you answer any of Strix's questions of, hey, what happened?
No.
Okay, if we're just gonna move on to other questions, like, are you okay? Is your armor okay? Do you need some help fixing it? I can maybe fix it for you. Are you gonna get out of it? Are you still alive? Are you able to talk?
So I'll say I'm fine. Just want to rest a little bit.
Just need to close my eyes.
Yeah, and I close my eyes. Continue.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Cloak. No, wrong. Spike.
What?
What's your passive perception? I don't have yours written down.
Not great.
Let
me see here.
That'll do. I can work with not great.
14.
14.
Isn't it kind of great?
Yeah, it's all right. Though you'll notice someone coming up to. It's just one of the not one of the teenagers that helped trail Kane back, but just one of the kids or the teenagers that's hanging about, and he sort of comes up to you a little bit tentatively, and he's like, "There's a guy wants to talk to you."
I'll look down at the child and like cab out of the corner of my eye, keep staring at the vampire and be like, who's that?
And he points, yay, I can make them appear. That's good. He points to one of the trees, this one here. And you can see a guy standing there, dressed a bit oddly. He's wearing glasses. He's got grey hair sort of slicked back. And he's wearing like a browny golden coloured tunic. And Strix's head is tilting because she's wondering why this guy's here. And he's standing there, hand resting on a cane. And he's standing by the tree.
I'm wondering if I recognize him, and I'm not sure. And I'm like, who is this?
Yeah.
Should I know who this is? I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Spike will kind of look over at Cloak and be like, hey.
Oh, sorry. Also, whenever you look at this guy, you feel a bit of an itch at the back of your head.
Like an undead type of itch? Like this person's undead?
More like a D type of itch.
Hey, I have an itchy D.
You got an itchy D. You can get cream for that nowadays. Yeah, it's only bad if it starts getting a rash.
It's true.
Because a friend of mine had that before.
Oh,
yeah.
Yep.
I'll tell Cloak, you keep an eye on that and motion towards the vampire.
Yeah, I got it.
Yep. I'll turn back towards the teenager and say, lead the way.
The teenager sort of takes a couple of steps back from him. He's like, no thanks, he's just there. And he points back to the tree and sort of still backs away. Potentially rumours of you have spread.
I'll just kind of smile and walk over towards the man.
Sure. Cloak, do you do anything while you're waiting, watching?
No, I'm just. Cloak is kind of torn because she's pretty tapped out, but she feels like, is this an opportunity that we're missing now? Should we act? You know. So she's a bit like looking at Spike and kind of looking at the others, and they all kind of seem a bit haggard. What's the word?
Not Strix.
No.
Strix looks
Strix
literally
looks
like
fine.
Yeah.
She looks like she's taking a stroll, and she's like, "Oh, what's this?"
Yeah. I actually don't think. Did you even expend a spell slot?
Yes, one. I
One.
can't taste.
In that whole.
You did.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Fair. So in that whole thing, Cloak is just drained. It's like whenever Cloak was casting her last spell, it made that sound. You know, like whenever you're getting at the bottom of a Capri Sun, it's like. That's what it's like casting her last bit of magic. Whereas Strix is just like, yeah, it's fine. I could go all day.
So, as a comparison,
9
how many
spell slots.
Yeah, how many spell slots I've used totally since last long rest is 2. 1 level 1 and 1 level 3. I have the rest left.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
FYI. That's why also Strix is very like, she sees the situation very casually and not like as serious as you all.
As everyone else is, yeah.
Yeah.
Just like to point out, whenever Vince died, all of the times that he died with no spell slots left.
I'm pretty sure that
With
Kane
dignity.
almost died with no spell slots left either.
True.
Yeah, true. Okay, so you head towards the guy. Kane, you doing much? Or are you still just reconsidering your life choices?
How much time has passed since I got there?
Since you got there, probably half an hour, 45 minutes.
Okay. And the rest are pretty nearby, right?
Yeah, they're all about. They're not too far away.
Strix is probably just right next to you, even.
Yeah, Cloak is probably just out of talking range. You could probably shout and get her attention, but just out of it. Same with
she's focused on what she sees in the distance.
same with Spike, although he's obviously walking now towards another tree.
Strix is totally hovering because she's like half looking at Kane, asking him a bunch of questions, and half wanting to investigate the sticks. But his eyes is very interesting, and she wants answers. He's not giving any, so she's like hovering kind of over him.
Okay, well, Kane will probably lick his lips and start looking around if there's something to eat and drink, because even though he's exhausted, he's also very hungry, because he spent a lot of
dying
energy.
is hungry business.
Dying is exhausting.
Yeah.
Level 2 exhaustion to be exact.
Yeah. Yes, if you had to quantify how exhausted you are.
Well done.
What does licking lips mean?
Do I see any food or drinking?
Yeah, I mean, there's the people who are around you who have been tending to you. That they have offered you like some water and stuff, and they've given you some trying to help feed you some stew once they've sort of bandaged you. So there's plenty of food and drink there for you.
Okay. Let's see. Just out of curiosity, does Kane know how many berries Cloak can make, or?
I don't think so, unless she told him.
No, I don't think he did. She did. Okay. No, I'll probably just grab a stew and some water, and I'll probably start eating. Does Kane feel any different after 45 minutes, or?
Yeah, he feels sore, but otherwise back at it. Actually, that's a point. Just to around hit points. It's the same thing that the Rohir said in ours. Your hit points is sort of like your will to fight. So even though your hit points are back up, you'll still. I mean, it's purely for role playing purposes, but you'll still have open wounds. It doesn't, unless magic's involved, it doesn't magically heal altogether. So you may have full hit points and you're ready to fight again, but just as a thing, you'll have injuries. You might be a bit stiff, things like that. So your hit points are back up, but yeah, you're still probably pretty sore.
Okay, we'll go before I grab some food and start eating and drink. I probably take off my armor and also start inspecting how wounded I am. Like at the place that feel painful, I'll probably check, see how much damage I got, I guess.
Sure.
And then I'll whilst I do, I just grab something to drink and.
Sure. Give me a medical check.
There's a thing as a medical check. Okay, give me a sec.
There's a medicine one.
Oh, sorry, medicine. I've been reading the.
Oh no! It was almost 18. Now it's just 10. Okay, 10.
Well, 10. You're inspecting yourself for sore parts, so it's you can get a gist anyway. Looking at it, most of the damage was around your sort of chest and throat. Your face was nicked and in places, but wasn't badly hit. It was mostly focused on your sort of core. Cloak's magic has done a decent job in healing a lot of it up. Even some of the scarring of some of the areas that were quite badly affected are relatively well healed over. There are still a few places where there's open wounds and stuff, which is where they've been bandaging and patching you up. So you've your actual sorest points are the points that weren't hit that badly because they weren't healed by Cloak, if that makes sense. So the bits that you were really, really like torn to bits were the bits that Cloak focused on and healed. They actually feel not too bad. But some of the other patches where you weren't hit quite as bad but are still there, they can be quite tender. So mostly like your upper chest, some on your thighs and stuff like that and around your neck.
Okay. So I can assume drinking and eating kind of feels nice on your throat at the moment.
Yeah,
like really dry and painful.
Yeah. Washes a bit of the blood away. You can sort of. Yeah.
Well, I'll probably just take some to drink and and eat some more, I guess. And then yeah.
Sure. Cool. Spike, you walk up to the man,
Yeah.
and as you get closer, he's leaning on his staff, and he's like, "Who's paying you to be here?"
I'm gonna kind of cock my head and be like, someone who's got the money.
I don't think anyone's got enough money for this. Who?
I'll kind of cock my head to the side and get a good look at him. What do I make of this guy?
It's actually a bit hard to get a good look at him. He seems like, as he appears, sort of old guy, monocle, grey hair, and this sort of. He almost looks a bit like a bastardization of the Greatest Showman. If you've ever seen the ring circus, he almost looks like that, but wearing like golden, brown coat and trousers and boots and stuff, leaning on this sort of brass, goldy coloured staff. It's hard to get a gauge of him. Something that seems a bit strange is that even though you can see his face and his features, it's hard for you to work out. Oh, he's under attack.
Sorry.
He's under attack.
Okay, go ahead.
Even though you can see his features clearly, you don't think you could actually describe him. Like if you turned away, you don't think you could actually describe this guy. It seems hard to pin him down. It's almost like he's blurry.
I'll be right back. Give me 1 second.
Okay, important questions. Can we hear this conversation?
He is out of earshot. If you want to try and hear, you'd have to try.
Right. Then she probably wouldn't.
Yeah.
I have a ridiculously high passive perception.
You're also focused on an undead bitch.
I'm totally focused. I'm
All right.
pinpoint focused on that.
All right. Well, that's happening, and Kane is refusing to ask questions. What about the sticks? What can she make from the sticks?
Sure.
I will actually probably kind of from if I see from a corner of my eye that Strix is not focused on something, I'll try to kind of get her to come to me.
She's probably doing this whole thing, like looking kind of at everything at once, but mostly at Kane, and kind of at the sticks, and that's basically her main interest. But you could probably get her attention, yes, especially if you go like Strix. Move over.
Sure.
I look at Strix walking away, but I just continue sitting and eating.
Yeah. At this point, Kane, they'll have pretty much finished patching you up and have sort of left you with the food and water and left you alone. So you're not being, I don't know, harassed at this point by people trying to put bandages around you and stuff.
Yeah. Strix got distracted from her sticks by Cloak going Strix.
Yep. Sure.
So she is heading over to Cloak.
I kind of look. I point at what I'm seeing, what I'm looking at.
Can I make out?
Yeah. You'll see. Once it's pointed out again, it's. I mean, you are a brave distance away, so it's sort of hard to make out. But I
try to read Strix if she's really seeing what I'm trying to make her see, or if she's just like, I'm looking at nothing.
It takes a few seconds. You can see her sort of like trying to focus in, and it takes a while to twig. Probably her first instinct is drawn to the branch or the staff. Probably, I would say.
Yeah, probably. She looks like she kind of looks like I kind of want to go out there kind of look. That's basically her first look, and then she probably recognize who's
After a bit, the two of them that are in front of the house as they're talking, she is moving around a lot, while she is doing whatever it is she's doing. So it's at one of the points whenever she turns around and is sort of more facing towards you, so that you can easily go, oh.
I kind of.
That's
looking
basically
at her
her
like,
reaction. She looks like
magic staff, and I'll kind of grab her arm.
And then she looks like, maybe I shouldn't go out there. This is exactly how she like switches faces. Like,
I'm worried.
Just one question to the DM. Did Strix ever learn her name, or was it just us players?
I think you did. I think you learned their names
Alright.
at the graveyard.
The funeral.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
the
think-
funeral.
yeah.
I think they said all of their names. Yeah.
Okay, because then Strix is gonna go, oh, Ludmilla.
I'm worried. Creature I saw in my vision, it pointed me at them. And I don't know, should we do something? I'm completely drained of magical energy, but I can still shapeshift. But seem like dangerous people.
Well, from what I gathered, she's pretty dangerous too. And perhaps we should not fight while she's there.
At this point, another druid leaves the house and seems to join in the conversation with them.
Not while Kane is as a rough shape as he is.
Kane's just like,
Hey,
I got this.
I'm going. I was about to say.
I'm like half hit points. It's fine. Just give me some rope to tie my armor back together. We got this.
I think maybe we should make sure we keep watch, so we don't find ourselves with any nasty surprises. But we probably do better to wait a bit before moving in again, because if she's there, they're investigating something. Look at the way she's moving. She's totally trying to figure something out.
Does Kane see Strix and Cloak pointing at her and stuff?
Yeah, you'll see them pointing. From where you are. You won't be able to see what they're actually pointing at because you're in the campsite is in that sort of divot. So they've sort of went up a bit, up on the edge of it to be able to see. But you can definitely see them pointing and gesturing, but you can't see what they're looking at.
If you really want to know what's going on, I can maybe send in my O. I don't think they can trace it back to me.
We need to be careful.
Yeah, I know.
If they try to engage us, I'm not sure if we'll be able to stop them.
Yeah, but
how long? Just a quick one. How's everyone for time?
Kind of right.
Okay.
I promised friend I'll play chess with him after this, but it's okay.
All right, we're nearly wrapping up soon, but I just want to tie up Spike and if they send the owl out first, so we shouldn't be too long.
Yeah. So I kind of said like, I need to regain some energy. I'll go and rest. Can you keep an eye on them?
Yes, I'll do that.
Head towards the fire, and I'll kind of curl myself up, not too close, not too far away, and just start to sleep.
Sure.
So, Strix is gonna look back, and when she's sure that she's not being too watched, she's gonna, lean against the tree, like she's like just relaxing, looking towards everything, and then sneakily going to her ult, because that's still circling around somewhere up there,
Sure.
and no one will see her eyes go all like magical.
Sure. All right. So you send in your owl. We're back to Spike.
Yeah.
All right. Where did we leave off? Sorry about that.
I described him and said that he's like it's hard to define him. Whenever you look away from him, it's almost like he's blurry, like you're looking at him through dirty glass.
Sure. Can I make a check to see if he's undead or
Sure,
what's going on?
Yeah, go for it.
What is that? Perception
Yeah, go perception.
or investigation or what? Perception?
Your choice. Either.
Oh, sweet! Oh, yay! I think I take investigation on that. Let's see here. Yeah, sure. That's 26.
He's not Inspector Gadget. Sorry, if I was sending off the wrong vibes there.
Yeah, 26.
26. No undead.
All right.
You can't do it with a 26. Even though it wasn't Arcana, I'd say you can tell that there's a bit of magic going on.
Right. I'll look. So what do you want me for?
sort of gives you a weird look. Do you not? You. Oh, hang on. And he takes a hat off. Or, sorry, not a hat. He's not wearing his hat. Take that back. He takes his ring off. He takes his ring off, and whenever he does, it's a bit like Frodo reappearing from, being invisible. The blurriness just disappears, and you can see him, and he's exactly as what you pictured him looking like. It was just seemed to be with the ring on, you wouldn't be able to pick him up from a lineup, even though you could see him. With this off, it lifts, and that itch that you had at the back of your mind, your D itch, your itchy D, you can see an image sort of flash in your mind, and it's this guy, a bit younger ish. I mean, he still looks old, but younger than what he looks now, and dressed very similarly to yourself. The sort of hunter's jacket and cap or hat, weapons coming out of every bloody orifice there are, and you sort of just get that image flash, and you can hear D sort of go, "Is dinosaur still alive?"
I'll sort of take the hint and be like, so you're still around.
Yeah. I thought you would have been stabbed in the back by now.
Have been. Got better.
Turned me into a newt. Fucking references. No, seriously. What the hell are you doing in this godforsaken place?
Reckon same thing you are.
Can't imagine you'd be going after the big prize without a payday. Roll. Well, no roll. I was just thinking, you're not actually trying to pretend to be anyone at the minute. You're just being you. So he sort of looks. He's like, "Did the mists change you or something?"
Or something.
Strix.
Yeah.
You're out.
Yes, it's like doing the only thing, like gliding, wing, going closer. Kind of leisurely scouting for like mice kind of flying. But obviously looking at whatever they're doing. But not like intentionally flying right at them, just flying, close.
Sure. Give me a, I don't know, performance roll.
Sure.
You're trying to be an owl.
Performance? Yeah, sure. How does owls act? But
I'll let you use nature
I mean-
as well if you're.
Yes, I'll take nature.
Sure.
She probably studied owls a bit. She really likes owls. She should read up about them.
Sure.
Come
A
on.
list at a 90-degree angle to the left and then a 45-degree angle to the right.
Yes, exactly. 23.
23, easy. So yeah,
Yeah,
you
she does the mathematical approach.
Yep. You do an almost too perfect impersonation of an owl hunting.
Almost too perfect.
Yep. Both the druid looks up and goes, "Huh, that's textbook." So what, are you trying to get close enough to listen or just a better look?
Listen.
Sure. You get close and you can hear the druid, and the druid is speaking in a language that you...
If he's reading, I do not speak it.
No, you do not. See, I've got my language list ready. I've got feck all ready. Feck all else apart from the languages. So he's speaking in Druidic, this sort of mumbling, garbling. You don't quite understand what he's saying. She seems to be listening quite intently. The other druid that came out, the one that's not holding the magic staff, seems to be interjecting every so often and seems quite panicked and almost seems to be like almost bowing to Ludmilla, like almost like apologizing to her and gesturing to the other guy, or the other druid, and sort of making these motions. And after a bit, you can hear Ludmilla turn around to him and say, "I don't care about your excuses. We are going tonight." And he continues to make some motions and garbled noises, and it was a sort of blink and you'll miss it type movement where suddenly she's behind the druid, the one that's not with the staff, the one that's trying to apologize, and she's just suddenly behind him, and her arm is around him, sort of like, like you're hugging someone like that, and she straight across, and blood spurts out. She's holding a chunk of flesh in her hand. She just drops it, and she turns to the other druid, the one with the staff, before his body even drops, and she's like, "We are going tonight." And she walks past him, down the side of the farmhouse, or the winery, and just starts walking along the into the fields. And the
I think
oh, go ahead.
Is this all happening in the camp? Just for me, for my story, but is this all happening in the camp?
No. No, this is happening down
yeah.
at the winery. Where
I
you
have
fought.
my all out, and Strix has this ability to go into her all and observe
Oh.
her all. So she's
Yeah.
having her all out.
She's a good bit away. This is back where he's actually had the fight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So she has seen something that otherwise you wouldn't have known was going on, without the owl. So she walks on that way, and the other druid starts making a with his staff, and a couple of the other druids that were in the house sort of poke their heads out. He makes some noises in druidic, and they head back in, and he turns and follows Ludmilla into the field.
Follow.
Sure. Spike, we're going to go back to you very briefly, and then we're going to call it for the evening. So he's standing there on his leaning on his key, and he's like, "So I cannot remember. I keep trying to do a voice for this guy, and I keep forgetting what I was going for. So apologies if it changes." He's leaning on his cane, and he is. "So what do you know so far?"
Not much. Ain't been here long. Saw first Fang up ahead.
Which one? He sort of glances. He looks a bit sort of antsy now.
Woman. And I describe what I saw.
Where's the others?
Don't know.
Yeah. I don't like this. They don't often travel alone.
Good to know. What do you know?
Well, and we'll pick it up next session.
Nice.
Well done.
Holy crap, guys.
Holy crap.
Right. Before my computer bursts into flames, I'm going to stop the stream. So, see yous.
Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Moshi.
Bye.
Bye.